From the ladies of pulling to the men of the monsters, the world champion Barefoot, the most powerful truck on the Monster Super Series, goes up against Dennis Anderson's Grave Digger.
Barefoot, I'm going to kick up the dirt and bury you, you hairy hack. And when I do, I'll plan a special Grave Digger funeral. Say goodbye. You're in bad hands now.
You're looking at the truck that has the distinction of being the truck that has the most red lights on the U.S. Hot Rod Super Series, Dennis Anderson's Grave Digger, but also the fan favorite going up against the world champion Barefoot. On the start, they're evenly matched. These trucks have met 3 times head-to-head this year. Barefoot has won all 3. He's trying to make it 4 in a row. But Grave Digger's given up no space at all as they go into the final turn. This is going to be a close one. Digger and Barefoot wins it. He edges it out. Barefoot defeats Grave Digger by less than a half second. And the world champion Barefoot, the big Dodge, definitely is dialed in today. Going into the turn, they were evenly matched. Dennis Anderson takes Grave Digger wide. Fred Schaefer has Barefoot lined up perfectly as they go to the final jump. And then Digger jumps high. Barefoot stays low for the win. Dennis had Grave Digger going too wide coming out of the turn. He really had to work to bring it back around, straighten it up, and punch it. As he approaches the cars, he goes too high and not straight. The action continues. Out of the pits comes Alan Pizzo with Predator. His competitor for round number 2, race number 2, none other than Gary Porter and the Carolina Crusher.
You may be big and strong, but I'm quicker and meaner and fiercer!
Fiercer? I'll swallow you whole and spit out your hair and use you to cap my molars. Come here, kitty, kitty, kitty. Ha!
You must be blind, you big sissy! You fat ox! I've survived far more than you could ever dish out, and I'm still alive! So, catch me if you can!
You can bet your lame self I, Crusher, will catch you! And when I do, I'm gonna turn you out to be nothing left but kitty litter!
In round number 2, only the winners move on to semifinal action. Carolina Crusher and Predator. They've met twice this year. Crusher has won both times. On the start, both trucks look good. The smoke on Predator bothers me. Carolina Crusher does not seem to have any problems at all. Gary Porter has this track figured out. Predator seems to be limping. He's losing power. That smoke continues. And here comes Carolina Crusher into the turn. He has a little problem on that one. But Predator's dead on the track. Carolina Crusher comes up to him. And Predator just sits there and smokes. He restarts. But, man, this engine is fried for him. The death of a $30,000 racing engine in Predator. And Carolina Crusher moves on to the semifinals.
I think I nailed a putty tap. Just call me Dr. Crusher. My specialty, reconstructive surgery. No appointment necessary. Nurse, my trusty jackhammer, please.
We saw the smoke in Predator earlier, and it really is evident right here. He can't even finish the race. Jim Davidson is with our winner, Gary Porter.
You know, Gary, somebody woke up on the right side of the bed this morning. Everybody's giving you an easy walk so far. Predator's now the latest victim. Monster Patrol was the first one. What's going on out there?
Well, I really don't know, but luckily for me, you know, other drivers are having problems because, you know, all my fans know that I'm not that good on the turning course, and everything's just been going my way today.
Hey, you guys all hear that? You want to tell those guys you're not good on a turning course?
You know what?
They're going to get to the line and they're going to say, hey, man, I can take him on this.
Well, that's used to be. You know, I went out, you know, I've practiced some with rear steering and everything, and I'm really trying to improve, you know, on the turning tracks.
You feel like you got to dial in right now because you're still running pretty hard.
I think I can. You know, the turns, you know, the one end is banked a little bit. You know, I might get a little leery down there, but, you know, we're going to go for it.
Earlier in the show, Luann told you that the fastest losers, the top 3 fastest losers, get to come back. Here's 2 of them, Equalizer and Tropical Thunder. Now, you got to give the experience to Equalizer. He's got an edge here. Wayne Smozanik and Tropical Thunder, he's been working the last 2 or 3 years, but Equalizer has 8 years experience. Off the start, Equalizer does show good form. Tropical Thunder showing some great work. Oh, no! Tropical Thunder misjudges the turn. Equalizer takes advantage of that one, and Tropical Thunder falls way behind. Wayne Smozanik, just isn't your day at Nassau Coliseum. Your winner is Equalizer with David Morris aboard. Look out! He thought he was still racing. He spins around. Equalizer does win it.
Well, once again, Tropical Thunder, you were a major blunder. Well, in life, baby, you gotta take care of yourself before you try and take care of an opponent. Obviously, Tropical Thunder needed to learn that lesson, and it cost him his life.
These big, high-horsepower machines do not turn on a dime, and Wayne Smozanik discovered that again as he is not lined up going into the turn. I'm not sure where he's heading here. It's definitely not on the race course. Meanwhile, the experience of Equalizer with David Morris aboard is evident here as he takes it home. A Monster Wars first, a battle of the teammates. Bob Fisher owns both UFO and Liquidator, and they'll battle it out when Monster Wars continues. Once upon a time, Bob Fisher had one truck. It was called Liquidator, and he drove it. Mike Wales was the crew chief. Bob built a new truck and called it UFO, and he put his former crew chief, Mike Wales, up in the cockpit of Liquidator. And now, for the first time ever, these two are going to do battle, Liquidator and UFO. On the start, it is UFO with a hole shot. Liquidator battles back. Liquidator a bit underpowered. He's the only truck here today that does not have a supercharger. UFO powering in. Liquidator not far behind as they come into the final turn. This is going to be a showdown. Liquidator and UFO as they come around the turn. Who's going to win it? It's UFO! And the man with the most experience as a driver, Bob Fisher, takes the win with UFO. He moves on to the semis. Liquidator was looking very good, and Mike Wales did a great job. But the lack of a supercharger, the lack of the increased horsepower that gives you is what cost him this race. He was right up there with his boss to the very end, and then Bob turned it on and took it home. UFO is in the semis with the big boys, Luann.